Hey everyone, I'm Insuffy, and we are opening PRB-01, the best, in Japanese. Now, why? Because obviously English is super expensive. A booster box of this in English is many hundreds of dollars. So, won't be doing one of those today, but I was able to pick up some Japanese PRB-01 booster boxes, which, same artwork, just in Japanese, and I'm really excited for it because you still have a chance at getting that all manga pack, which I believe is still in Japanese and not just the English boxes, as far as I know. No one could correct me if I'm wrong, but we got to be opening this. We also have the Gold Dons. It's been always one of my favorite sets, so I'm really excited to see what is in here because I really want to be able to dive in and, you know, bring back some of the old memories of PRB because this was truly one of my favorite sets. And then we have a couple OP13 blister packs and a blister of OP14, and I got a dash pack from the Heroines set. So I just figured I would open that real quick because I got one of those extra. So stick around. Hope you end up liking the video, and hopefully we get something really good out of it. Wish me luck, and let's dive into it. All right, so first of all, let me get this dash pack, and we got, we'll talk about, as we usually do, we'll talk a little bit about, kind of roughly about how the market's going, things like that, things I'm hearing, things I'm seeing. I tend to watch, a lot throughout the weeks, and I tend to, try to keep up on most things about where the market's, heading, what I think is going to be going on. So, you're not getting just card opening. We are going to be talking a lot about One Piece and everything too. Ooh, look at this one. I like this one of Vivi. This is nice. Feels like a full art from PRB. And that's one of the things too on the PRB full arts. Some of them I look at them and I don't realize they're full art because I'm just not paying attention. I'm like, wait a minute, that's full art. This is really cool. I like this one, and it's actually got Nami there helping her with the necklace. I could see this being a popular card because you got Nami, you got Vivi in there. Is that Sanji in the background too? Is that Sanji's head? It kind of looks like Sanji. That might be him. This is a great card. Okay, I like this. I really like the artwork on this. I'm glad I was able to get like a really good one. Look at that, so nice. Very cool. All right, let's get into the couple the blister packs here. So yeah, how's everybody been? I hope your week's been well. Hope everything's going well. So let's talk about the One Piece market a little bit. It looks like prices are coming down a little bit. I don't know that we're like at the bottom. We could be. This could be the only correction we see for what it's gone down. But in some cases, we're seeing, some prices come down. 10% on some things. Seeing some more dramatic decreases in cards that have the lesser. I guess the more volatile cards, like our treasure rares and some of the like less popular promos and stuff, we're seeing some bigger decreases in those items. But mostly like the treasure rares took a big hit, which I'm not surprised. I mean, the treasure rares for US, because the treasure rares are by region, and each region gets their own treasure rares. And for the North American treasure rare, none of them have really been really great. They're okay on some of them. So yes, there's only one per case, but just because there's only one treasure rare per case, and they're kind of hard to get, doesn't mean. So this is definitely a dead pack with that being the case, I think, right? I think that's only OP14 that we have hope. See, that's why I like what they did in OP14, because now it's not like a completely dead pack. But I don't know. Like, we got to see what ends up going to be happening with pricing, because the treasure rare for North America, like I was saying, just not really anything great. For most of the sets, there's a couple of them that I like and I wouldn't mind collecting. I think the OP07 treasure rare, I do like that one. There's a couple good ones, but for the most part, none of the treasure rares are really all that fantastical. So I really they need to step their game up on them or something, because they're just nothing that I feel like people are going to be chasing. And it looks like that is a similar opinion amongst a lot of people, and why we're seeing such a big dip in pricing on the I'm thinking PRB because I'm looking at the PRB in the treasure rares. So yeah, we're gonna continue. Oh, I thought I had just a little bit of drag there. All right, nothing with the blisters, unfortunately. you know, gosh, what is that? Like, that is like $50 in blisters right there. Did that feel like $50 in blisters? Because that was $50 in value. Doesn't mean it's what I paid for them. In value. I did get most of those at my like Targets and stuff, but that didn't feel like $50 in value. But the treasure rares, yeah, so they've gone down a lot in pricing. So we've seen a big dip or correction, or however you want to say it, in those. Is there less packs with the PRB? So I can't remember. Okay. See, I think I like Japanese even PRB better than any other Japanese set, because like I think there's 24. Isn't there like a bunch more packs? Or maybe I feel like the packs were thinner on the other set, but we'll see. So how many packs do we get here? And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 packs. I'm trying to remember how much I got in the previous one. I feel like there was more, but you get 10 packs in the PRB Japanese. You know what's funny is I got one pack. The first pack I ever opened of these, I pulled the Gold Dawn of Law, and you know, I ended up trading it, but that was a really cool card to get. So what? But the market it's kind of been like loose, coming down a lot. OP14 heroines, we're seeing some dips and some pricing. Things have been kind of coming down a little bit. So, you know, oh, I forget that it goes right on the front. See, that's the other thing that trips me out about Japanese is they put the Dawns right in front instead of in the back. I can't remember if the hits are in the front of versus the back. I love the artwork on this on Boa Hancock. I say that because I made that Robin mistake. Ooh, what we got here? We got the Chopper. This is just like one of those reprints. You can see like the you know, the Jolly Roger of Luffy on there. So it nothing really special about the card really. On those ones, got the rare here. This is going to be our SR. Trying to separate. I just realized I need to separate my Japanese from the English. Okay. Mihawk, and then another rare. So it's kind of weird, right? You know, you get like the rare, the SR, the rare. So I'm guessing if there was a hit, the SR. I'm trying to remember because it's been a very long time since I've opened the Japanese cards. It's been a minute. But even in Japanese, PRB is still kind of fun because you're gonna get more hits. You know, so like when you buy a whole box of Japanese, you're only getting like one hit guaranteed. I'm thinking PRB, there might be 2 or 3. Okay, so here's a foil already. See, even in Japanese, this looks great, guys. I mean, look at this. Well, it's not the gold one, but even the foil law. Isn't that funny? I was just saying that I pulled the Gold Dawn Law, and then I pulled the foil Dawn Law. What are the chances? Okay, yeah, this is a great card. I really like this card. Look at that artwork, so nice. This is really cool. We got the foil Dawn there. Nothing super crazy about that. But yeah, so pricing, you know, up and down on some things, but it seems like sealed prices are holding the best. You know, sealed seems to be, for the most part, I mean, we did see a big couple $100 dip in, you know, a few different things. I do like this SR kit. We did see a few $100 dip in, what was it, like $200-300 of OP13. That's because they did the announcement that they're going to be reprinting, you know, EV03, and they're going to be reprinting more OP13. They haven't said they're going to do anything else. That's why I think OP13 got the biggest hit, because you had a lot of the paper hands, you know, the people that just came in, thought they'd make a quick buck, and then, you know, as soon as they get, you know, paper hands, as soon as they see any type of news or hear any type of news, they're going to freak out, and they're just going to sell, because they're not here for the long term like myself. They're just here to make a buck, you know, like I'm here to make a buck. Ooh, look at that SEC. Ooh, I love this SEC. Wow. Ooh, look at that. Look at that artwork. I mean, for an SEC, this is crazy. I don't mind that it's in... I really... Like, if it's a really cool card, I really don't mind that it's in Japanese. I mean, it is the original language, so... it's kind of cool. Like, almost a piece of nostalgia with it, you know? The history of just, you know, where One Piece comes from. But I do kind of like the Japanese one, because I watch a lot of the... Actually, One Piece is one of the ones that I strictly do dub. Don't hate me. But I do watch a lot of Japanese, you know, anime. You know, obviously, when stuff comes out on Crunchyroll, I'm watching Japanese. I really like this SEC. I'm used to seeing a lot of Japanese language, so it's even though I still can't read an ounce of it. What a wonderful artwork. Wow. Beautiful card. Okay. So we got an SEC, which I think does count as a hit in this. So I don't... PRB is weird. You know, you get more hits, and the way they're structured is a little bit differently. So we still possibly can get more in here. We always get a Dawn in front, which is cool. I don't know... And Dawns should count as a hit, so if we get one. I'm going to put my arm back a little bit. Alright, there we go. Let's keep going, flying through. So yeah, I don't know exactly where pricing is going to be headed. I feel like, you know, here's the thing. If you went back, for those of you even watching, or if you listen to like some of my older videos, I said, and I even did on my, you know, Market Watch, which I think my Market Watch video, I'll do another one down the road, but I just, you know, there's just, to be honest, when I look on YouTube, there's so many people doing market watches. I'm like, do I really want to focus on this? I mean, not really, you know, but I think I might do like reels or something instead of like full videos. You know, maybe I'll just start doing some reels, and I think that might be a way to kind of, you know, connect in with that. That is a really cool promo there. I like that. Reprint there. I just don't like the reprint like hollow that goes behind them. I don't think this is the full art. I think there's a full art version of this, but I don't think that's the full art. The full art's tricky sometimes because they're hard to tell. Like they have to be like the background of the text has to not be there. And then, ooh, I do like this. This is such a great card of Shirahoshi. He has another really great card in here that I would love to get. That's the same artist and the same artwork, but it's her alternate art version of that. That would be fantastic to get. I would really like to get that. But yeah, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen with the market. But like I said, sealed seems to be holding the best. And it, you know, some of the loose items have come down. There's some mangas that have calmed down a little bit, you know, come $1,000 and some big ones, you know. So, you know, we're seeing some just kind of like a little instability with the market. So I would say right now it's really hard to precisely say where everything's at. Ooh, we got a hit here. Ooh, okay, we got the alternate art Betty. See what I mean? Like you get SEC, we got the foil Dawn. We've already got this beautiful alternate art here. This is a really cool artwork of Betty. Wow, I do like this card. I'm not really like a fan very much of her character, but the artwork on this is fantastic. Look at this. Crazy. That's such a good artwork. And I like the little, her glasses are like foil. Well, actually the glasses on her hat are foil too. A couple different spots of foil there. All right, very cool. I do like this. This is a very nice card. Oh man, if they do, I think they do the all manga packs in the Japanese version as well. That would just be crazy. Even in Japanese, I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars if I were to get that. Thousands of dollars. Which would just be absolutely crazy. But you still have just like a general manga you can get too. So actually, I don't think you can. I think in PRB, you can only get a manga in the all manga pack. I think that's what I understood it to be. I've never pulled it myself, so I just have to go off of information of other people. But I've never actually pulled that myself. And well, there's the normal version of her right there. So there's a normal version and then her alternate art. All right, a couple more packs. Getting through this. I just enjoy PRB so much. It's fun to open. And I didn't have to spend a ton of money. You know, these were, I want to say, I think I got these for like $85 a box, which isn't terrible. I mean, it gives me something to open. It's still fun to see. There's still a chance at getting some big money out of these. So, you know, I don't need to spend, you know, $700-800 or whatever it is right now for a PRB. I think it's like $1,000, isn't it, for an English version? It's something ridiculous. So I don't need to be spending. If I had a box of PRB, which I don't, I wouldn't even want to open it at that price point. Because the odds of you getting something crazy out of it just is not even worth it at that point, in my opinion. But for the purposes of science, if I had the money, if the channel ever gets big enough where I can just buy crazy stuff like that, oh, we're definitely going to be doing it. We're definitely going to be doing crazy boxes like that down the road, for sure. The thing is, once we get to 1,000 subs, and by the way, if you're not subscribed, please do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. I would very, very much appreciate it. I do like this SR movie. That does help the channel out a lot. So please make sure you're subscribed if you want to get more content like this. And, you know, if you like hanging out with us, and, you know, any like and commenting, anything else you're willing to do is much, much appreciated. I'm also going to be adding in the giveaway. The giveaway, I'm trying to get away from putting it on the end of the video, because it just feel like it's a little bit better, like a little more in the video. So it's always going to probably be about like half or 2/3 through the video, like a good spot somewhere around there. And then, ooh, what's this? See, we got another hit. See, man, I just feel like I'm just going to be opening PRB Japanese for a while, because this is great. It's so much fun. We got 2 alternate arts and an SEC and a foiled Dawn. We got 4 fun things to open out of 10 packs. So that's almost half the packs. You got something to look forward to, which is great. So yeah, look at this alternate art here. This is really, really cool. And this is a great way too to just get the alternate arts. Like, if you like alternate arts and you don't care that it's in Japanese because you're not going to be playing the game, and you just like the artwork, just go buy some Japanese booster boxes then. You know, it's all good. You know, and you can get some really cool cards out of it that way. And if you're really lucky, you know, you might, if you pull like a manga or something crazy, dude, you're going to be in Moneyville. Even in Japanese, a lot of these, you know, mangas and stuff are still selling for like 500, 1,000, 15. I saw some for like 1,500, 2K. So, all right, you fantastic people. For the month of February, the giveaway is going to be a Saint Garcia Saturn alternate art. This card's got about a $30 value. I thought this would be a good one to do for February, just because, you know, it's the artist that did Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just a really cool card. I thought that maybe more people would want this more than the Crocodile alternate art leader. As you can see, very nicely centered there. This looks like a very good copy. I would argue this would probably go PSA 10 most likely, but just a guess. So this will be the giveaway if you're domestic in the United States. This will get shipped to you. If you're international, it's going to be the $25 credit that you'll get, that I'll get sent to you in one of the ways that's covered in the notes in the video. Good luck. Don't forget to like and comment and be a subscriber. Every like and comment you do once per video for the month of February will get you an additional entry into the giveaway, as long as we're doing that. So I'll be doing it for February too. I think we'll keep rocking with it, and we'll see how things go. Good luck, and I can't wait to see who will pick this up. You're still gonna, you know, you could take that, you could get a manga, sell it, and then that would buy you a couple cases of PRB. I think I saw cases of PRB at like 800 or something like that. So, yeah, you get quite a lot of cards doing it that way. I think I do want to buy a case of PRB. I almost was going to pull the trigger and buy a case. And then this was probably like January, because people weren't really caring about Japanese at the time. And then out of nowhere, the prices shot up like a couple $100 on the PRB case. And I was like, I'm going to hold out now. If they were, at one point in time, I saw like $650 for a case of PRB Japanese. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should have got that. Because I still enjoy opening this set in Japanese. Like, it's such... This is one of my favorite sets. I mean, it's just so much fun to open. There's so many good cards. And, you know, you're getting more hits. There's more stuff to enjoy. But I'm nervous. I'm like, am I going to get something good? Something good? I want to get something really, really good. I wouldn't even mind getting, like, some of these really cool gold dons in Japanese. That wouldn't bother me. I think the players don't care about that either now, right? Because I think you can, in the game, I heard that you can use Japanese or you can use English for the dons. So I think that, you know, for players, you know, if you're a player and you want some cool dons, open some PRB Japanese, and cost you way less money. And ooh, if you like opening stuff, if you just want to buy it, just buy it out straight, right? No biggie. All right, we're flying through this. I mean, we gotta. Come on, PRB. We need something good. But, yeah, so the market, let's get back to the conversation about the market. The market kind of, you know, I think what I was saying, I interrupted myself. What I was saying is that the market, in my opinion, was always going to become the way that it has. Because last year, come December, January, because of the holidays, and I was saying this in my older videos, we saw a big, ooh, Look at this alternate art. This is what I'm saying. PRB is so much fun to open, and I'm not spending $800 to enjoy cards, so this is great. Look at this artwork. Wow. That is absolutely phenomenal. That is so good. And I love Shirahoshi too. She's one of my favorite characters. Probably like my top 5, top 10, maybe at the worst. But I just noticed that her shark right there is in the background. Look at that. They even had the little shark back there. Oh, that's so cool. I like the details sometimes they do on these cards. Like this, the little finer details. If you kind of pay attention, you're like, oh, wait a minute. That's there too? Okay. Great. What a wonderful card. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're rocking and rolling, people. Love the texture on this too. It feels so good. So now Shirahoshi interrupted what I was saying. Dude, come on. The market, in my opinion, was always going to do at least trend-wise what it was going to do, right? I didn't realize the prices were going to skyrocket. Oh, Gold Dawn. I love PRB. I haven't told you that yet. This is great. Look at this. Look at this Gold Dawn, man. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is crazy. The detail on this is just... I don't think Gold Dawns get nearly the appreciation that they deserve. I really don't. They are phenomenal cards. And a lot of them really deserve more love because they are really, really cool. Wow. We got Zeusy up there. Wow. This is great. Oh, I'm like in awe of this card. Okay. The texture is insane. Can you see, like... I'm trying to see if I can get you to see what I see. Can you see, like... See these, like, kind of like circle lines all throughout the card? It's really kind of hard to tell on a camera. Can you kind of see them? Look at that. So there's like... The letters are textured. Then there's this circular texture in the background. And each... Zeus and... I forget the fire guy's name. They... That's all. You can kind of see it right here. See that? See all these like circular lines? That's what I'm saying. They don't get enough appreciation. I mean, look at the extra detail and art. All the balloons are raised. It really is. A lot of these Dawns are phenomenal. And this feels really good. I don't know. This card just feels really, really nice. It's clean too. Look at that. Clean copy. Beautiful copy. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of Gold Dawns, we got a Gold Dawn. Oh, I still have the rest of this to go through. I don't think there would be anything else, right? I don't think in a pack there would be more than one hit. Let's find out. That Gold Dawn was phenomenal. Okay, we got a... I think this would be a full art, no? No, this might not be a full art. I don't know. See, full arts confuse me. I think the background has to be like see-through or something. I don't know. I know when I get a Gold Dawn or an alternate art, tell you that. The full arts that PRB did was kind of like only in the PRB set, so that kind of like, or that series, and that's what always throws me off. I definitely have to get more PRB though. This is a really fun set to open. This is a lot of fun. I'm actually really enjoying it, and without having to spend the price point. But I'm gonna say that a million times because I love that I'm gonna spend crazy money. We got an SEC Yamato. All right, I've had this card before. This is a great card. I got this in English as well, so this is actually a really nice card. Again, very textured. You know, there's a lot of raised parts in here, so they did a really good job on the SEC there as well. But the market was always going to do what it's going to do. You know, you had Christmas, you had New Year's. It was always going to go up because of those events. And then, like last year, you know, even without all this chaos, prices came down late February and March and April. It's what happened last year. So based off of that, you know, I was saying that the prices are probably going to be coming back down a little bit. And then you add in the news that, you know, they're doing some reprinting, and you have the paper hands, and you have all these new people that came in the market that are scared of any little news. You know, that's going to create even more market instability. So it's kind of like going the trend that I thought it was going to do anyways, and then just a little amplified with some news and things that they've been doing. Because naturally buying is going to slow down. It always picks up around Christmas time and it slows down the rest of the year. It just is what it is. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with pricing. I hope that it kind of stabilizes even further. I hope Bandai does some more news on, you know, maybe some other reprints. I don't want them to go back far, but you know, like I don't think it would kill anything to do like another reprint of, you know, like OP12 and maybe like I don't know, maybe even OP11. I don't know. You know, like I have boxes of OP11, but I more so want the prices to be more reasonable for people to buy and to enjoy. And I want to be able to open stuff and enjoy, of course, as well. So, you know, but I think they're playing the cautious game, which I'm not mad at. I'm okay with, you know, Bandai being cautious. I think that's a good strategy. But you do have to be careful being too cautious, because too cautious creates too little movement in the market and cause things to really get stale and stagnant. So hopefully they've got a good plan. Thankfully they have been doing some news, and they gave us that they are going to be doing some reprinting and some more distribution. All good things. So I'm glad to hear all that. I'm glad they finally spoke up. You know, that was really, really nice to see. So hopefully we can see that pricing continue to either at least stabilize. You know, even if it doesn't go down any further, at least just stabilize at where it's at. And then, you know, maybe over time, maybe just chip away a little bit would be nice. But, well, okay, we got something here. Last card. And it's very, very red. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I love this alternate art. This is great. I mean, it's the freaking box. I mean, why wouldn't you want it? That is awesome. What a way to get to end the video and to end on such a great piece of artwork. Wow. I think I'll be keeping this one for sure. This is it pretty detailed? Not super textured, but there's a slight texture to it. It's like very minimal texture, like a little bit, but it's still very, very nice. Great artwork. I really, really like it a lot. And obviously, why wouldn't you want the artwork of the box? I mean, like, hello, that's a collector's item right there. All right, let's do a quick recap on what we've done. But again, looks like the market's starting to stabilize. I'm really happy to see that. I think that things are starting to get a little bit better. We're seeing some big drops in some cards that really never deserved a big increase, like treasure rares and some random unpopular cards, certain alternate arts and things like that coming down. So that's all good to see. I don't think it's bad news. I don't think anybody should be scared. If you're here for the long term, be here for the long term. Don't be scared. You know, like, just understand that some, you know, markets correct a little bit. And even if we get a bigger correction later on, again, I wouldn't be like over. I think the IP for One Piece is great. I'm here for the long term. I love the artworks. I love the cards. I love everything that they have for this. So unless they do something super crazy, then I think they have a very, very good future. So I think a little correction, great for us. Would like to see a little bit bigger of a one. I'm okay with it not being dramatic, because then maybe the market becomes too unstable. So I'm not super mad that it only came down a little bit. So hopefully, we continue to see bigger drops and in the future, and at a steady pace, and more stability, and getting to pricing that's just more acceptable. You know, like even the heroin set, I think we're stabilizing at like 350-ish, 360-ish or so a box. At one point, I think there was almost 700 a box. So, you know, coming down about half, give or take, which is great. So some good things. At least still a very expensive box, but at least, you know, that really shouldn't be 350 box on a set that just launched. I know that it's EB, it's a limited set, it's the heroines, it's the waifu, it's the Gooner set. There's always going to be an increase in that. I can understand maybe twice MSRP, like 240 a box. I could swallow that pill and be like, okay, it's EB, it's popular set, you know, but about 3x, I don't know about that. But we'll see. But it's a good set. I like it, but we'll see. All right, SEC Yamato, Shirahoshi alternate art, Betty alternate art. I really like that I got Luffy Gear 5 here, SEC, which is phenomenal. I think that even has an okay price. Maybe not in Japanese, I don't know. You know, we got the foil Dawn, not a gold Dawn there. We did get a gold Dawn. Just a regular Dawn here from the blister packs. Gold Dawn, which, you know, Big Mom Pirates here. So really, really cool Gold Dawn. I really like it. It's just super textured. This is crazy. I really, really like that Gold Dawn, actually. Seeing it in person I appreciate it much more now. Oh, my camera went out of focus. There we go. And then we have another alternate art here. I think this is from like when they were in the Coliseum. I don't remember her name. And then that was just an SR that got tossed in there. And then we have the this beautiful pro. Well, it's just a regular SR, but it came from the revision pack or the dash pack, whatever you want to call it. Really cool card there. And then finishing off with the alternate art from PRB, which is just a fantastic card. I really like that card a lot. Really happy that I was able to pick that up. So all right, everybody, that is what Japanese PRB looks. A lot of hits, still a ton of fun to open. I want to do some more of that in the future. I don't want to do every video because it just gets boring. I like to mix things up, but you know, we'll definitely be swinging back around to some more you know, PRB Japanese, because I don't know about you, but I think this is a really fun set to open. And there's still enough hits in there where it's interesting and fun to go through and fun to play with. So all right, everybody, I already have some stuff for next week as well. I got next week's videos planned. I've got the week after that video bought and planned. And then the next video after that, I got to buy, and I got that planned. So I think we've got it's going to be a good April. This is the last video for February. We should have a fun, not April, March. We'll have a fun March. I'm skipping months. You know, we'll have a fun March. We got some really good content. I don't think there's any new sets coming out. I think there's maybe some like double packs or something releasing, but there's no new sets coming out, I think, until June. I gotta look at the calendar again, but it's gonna be a little bit, which I'm not mad at. You know, we get a little bit of time to kind of settle with all the sets we got. But I think the next one we got the OP15, which I believe is it OP15-EB 03 as well, because it's the other half of it, I think. Maybe I have to look again at the calendar. We'll discuss that on the next video, but I think we got a little bit of time to kind of like settle down and really, like, you know, just not have to worry about a brand new set coming out, because things were kind of a little, it was like set, and it was a kind of crazy few months there. So I could use a little bit of calmness to kind of, you know, figure out what we're gonna be doing video wise, plan out the year. But it should be a really awesome one year. I'm really excited. The video, let's see, I started doing these videos, I think it was like a week or two ago last year, but I started collecting in January of last year. So we did just hit our 1 year anniversary. We're over 700 subscribers, everybody, so thank you again. You guys are awesome. When we get to 1K, that's really the goal we're shooting for. That's when I, you know, will get paid on ads. You know, just being transparent, that's when I get paid on ads. So, you know, the quicker I get there and the quicker I get, you know, paid on the ads, that gives me more money to buy more stuff for the channel, so that I can, you know, do more upgrades and buy more cards and do more fun stuff. So that's the next goal we're shooting for, is 1K. So let's get there. Don't forget, for the giveaway, you do have to like and comment the word giveaway in that video, and each video you do it for that month gives you an additional entry into that giveaway. So don't forget to you know, do that. That way, you know, you're getting your comment in if you want to participate in the giveaway. All the rules for the giveaway are on my Discord. I removed it from YouTube, and I just put a link to my Discord because I was running out of space to do like my video description and my hashtags. And if I want to do stuff in the future, I was like maxed on characters, and the rules for it are kind of like really long. So if you want to view the whole rules for the giveaway, it's on my Discord. I have a channel for that, where you can look at. My Discord's also been kind of like really dead because it used to be a gaming community, and I'm switching over to card community, right? And so it's going to take a little bit of adjustment on my Discord, but if you want to join it and get on there, I am going to be looking in the future to do some fun things with Discord, like maybe some you know, maybe record like live shows of like openings, you know, some other fun things that we can do. I'll connect to Twitch. You know, Discord just may be another avenue. I'm thinking about some fun things like that to do. I'm looking at doing some reels. I'm gonna really try to ramp up some things for this year. Now that all the holidays, the New Year's, all the chaos is kind of settled in, I'm going to be looking into adding some additional content for y'all. So keep a lookout for it. Keep y'all posted. And in the meantime, have a great week. Have a great rest of your month, which today's the 28th. I'm recording this in the morning. So today's the last day of the month. So have a good rest of your day of the rest of the month. And then we start on March 1st tomorrow, everybody. New month. and then we'll get rocking and rolling into another video. Don't forget, every Saturday is my goal to put out a video every Saturday at the minimum. So see y'all later. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content, there should be a couple things popping up that will show you some additional videos you can click on if you want to look at some of my older videos. May not be as good because I've learned a few things over time, but if you want to watch them anyways, they should pop up. Thank you so much, y'all, and I'll see you later.